BloFin is your gateway to trading leverage, to trading perpetual contracts, to trading futures, no KYC. Now, back in the day it was Bybit, but today it's BloFin, and BloFin is the exact same UI as Bybit, quite literally. They're extremely reliable, and I've been using BloFin for quite some time now, and I get a lot of comments, hey, why are you not using Axiom? Are you using Axiom? Axiom is extremely new. I don't know how liquid they are. I don't know who's backing them, and they for sure have not been in the game as much. They've probably been out for like a week and a half or two. So I'm not going to be using Axiom or endorsing it. I'm currently a partner to BloFin, and I've been trading on BloFin for quite some time now. And I would recommend you, right after seeing this video, if there's a link in the description below, to press on BloFin and sign up for BloFin, because you can also get cashbacks, and it's a very lucrative platform. So let's dive right into it. So first things first, you want to head over to your assets to overview. This is where the main tab where you're going to be able to see all your recent transactions. You're also going to be able to see all the money that you have in every single account, and I'm going to be covering all of these as well. Your funding account, anytime you buy or deposit any crypto, it's going to land in your funding account. It doesn't matter. You can press deposit, or you can just press deposit all the way over here. Boom, deposit, and deposit your crypto, or you can go ahead and buy crypto from here. And mind you, this is a non-KYC. You do not have to verify your identity, and you get a 20K limit of withdrawals per day from this broker. Extremely lucrative, like I said, and I haven't had a single issue with the support being extremely fast. And I'm going to disclose, I am a partner to BloFin just recently, and I highly recommend it. Not that because I'm a partner, but because I actually like the platform. It's the exact same UI as Bybit, like I said. Let me just show you guys. It's the exact same looking as Bybit, and I used to use Bybit until it became KYC and not available in the United States. There's available everywhere. So let's go back to what we were saying. Funding account, spot account, futures account, these three. So when you deposit or buy any sort of crypto that's not USDT, even if it is USDT, it's going to land in your funding account. Now, if you deposit Solana, Bitcoin, ETH, whatever the case may be, you're going to want to actually transfer over to your, let's do this, to your spot account right there. And then once you're on the spot account, and then once the assets, whether it's ETH, Bitcoin, or Sol, is in the spot account, this is where you want to just go ahead and market sell 100% of it for USDT. And you want to go back to overview, and you want to hit transfer again. And this time you want to go spot to futures, all send. Boom. Now you can trade perpetual contracts. On the far left tabs, it's the same as these. You're not going to dabble with earn because you're literally incurring interest. Now, for the most part, many of you guys watching, now I don't use this for religious belief. If you are not religious or your religion does not, it endorses that, you can go ahead and earn interest. I'm nobody to tell you to not. It's free money. Game is game. Now, I do not personally dabble with that, nor have I ever played with this. Okay, this is your account analysis tab. It's going to show you all your P&L, 30-day P&L, how are you doing against the market, and your total volume generated. And then history, order center, and audits. History is basically your historical, what you've been doing, essentially. Order center, same thing. It's basically history to some extent. There's a more tab. You can participate in events, and you can enjoy, referring your friends to here. And there's even an academy on here. I've never dabbled with this. You guys can go ahead and check that out yourselves. And there's a new option as well called demo trading. So don't mind my P&L down here. I just pressed this, funny enough, just testing it out because they never had demo trading in here. Pretty cool stuff. You can go ahead over here and test out your strategy just so that you do not lose money on the market. And mind you, I would never open a position on cross margin, just FYI. So that's that. Pretty cool stuff. So let's jump back into live trading. All right. So as you can tell, on the far right hand side, this is the order book. Now for the main part, you guys are not going to be touching that or using that because most of you guys do not know how to read the order book. And it's typically set at 0.1. So this is what you're going to see. I typically have it on 1. I don't typically use this as well. Sometimes at key levels, I just have a look at it, see what the participants are doing. Is there more bidding, or is there still a lot of sell pressure? You use fill metric, but it doesn't matter to you. And here we have the main tab. And so this is the order book. It simply shows you the ask and bids, so sells and buys, in simpler terms, of the chart currently happening in front of you. And BloFin is the same exact UI as Bybit. Like I was saying earlier, I endorse BloFin because it is simply non-KYC and extremely lucrative platform to use. It uses the same charting software as TradingView. As you can tell, it has the exact same tools as TradingView and the same layout as TradingView. As you can tell, boom, right there. You can press auto, adjust your settings, or even change your candles by right-clicking and pressing setting and changing the colors of these if you want them to be that. And you can also change this to where it, you can do whatever you want essentially. Boom, boom, done. Cool. Chart looks a lot more cleaner without all these lines for sure. Down here, you are able to see your open positions, and you can go ahead and set stop losses and, take profits like right there. Boom. Shows you your total loss if it goes to your stop loss and your total win if it goes to your take profit. Pretty cool, pretty simple. On the far right hand side, it's going to show you your total equity, which means all the money you have, including all the positions that you have. So for my example, I have around $6,900 in this account with $300 floating P&L and $2,700 in use. And then I have a resting order in Solana, which let me show you, of 300 SOL. It's not popping up because I have this disabled. So let me do this. So I have an open order for 315 SOL. It's only displaying that I have $2,000 to use, meaning this position is equivalent to almost 3K, I think. Something along the lines. So there are two types of leverage that you can use. There is cross and there's isolated. I only recommend using isolated and not cross because cross margin puts your entire account at risk. Okay. Now, I don't know how you trade, but my style of trading requires me to have isolated because I have strict stop losses that I follow and I cannot put my account at risk. That's extremely degenerate. You never want to put it all in one basket. So hypothetically, I'm extremely bullish on the market and I don't think we drop under 160. But because of the leverage I'm using, I would get liquidated at 163. So if I enable cross margin, if this does fall down to my liquidation price, it's just going to replenish it from my own account automatically and it would buy more. And then my liquidation price would just drop down and it would just keep chasing it, drop down until I'm out of ammo, and then boom, it's game over for me. So never use cross and just use isolated, because if you're using isolated, right, and hypothetically my liquidation price here is 163 and I threw $2,000, if this does fall down to 163 without me having a stop loss, it would only take away or liquidate that $2,000 and I'm only losing that $2,000. It's that simple. These are all the leverages that you're able to use. Obviously on Solana, it's going to be a bit lower. That's extremely high leverage than Bitcoin and ETH. If you go over to Bitcoin, let's take that off, you're able to utilize up to 150x. But as you can tell, on 125, you're getting literally more Bitcoin than max leverage. So that's something to look out for. And you never want to cross more than 50x leverage. I personally do not, at least not anymore. It's extremely degenerate to do that, and you will get liquidated very quickly. The most I would typically suggest is 20x leverage. If you're watching this, you shouldn't be doing more than that. It's extremely degen as is. I said it. The biggest degen in the world just said it. Right, and so like I said, there's tabs over here, chart setting. You can go ahead and display your positioning, right? You can go ahead, position, display. You can make that in this left, boom, or you can put that in the center. It doesn't really matter, and this is for aesthetics. And it also shows you your previous fills. As you can tell, I bought Solana all the way down here, sold, and then I shorted it. I bought back in here. I shorted this, and I got stopped out right there. Very tight stop. And then I bought this right there, and now it's currently moving higher. Very simple. And then when you do press on the arrows, it's going to show you the trade and how much you lost on it. I funny enough longed it right here, and I realized, okay, no, I can probably get it a lot lower. And I did. Let's see this right there. And let's see this. Also another one, plus 1.5K from the bottom. Very, very nice. And then plus $500. Correct. Cool. Very, very cool features over here. And now, finally, all we have to do is look at the copy trading over here. So you can actually copy trade people. I don't, but feel free to copy trade me if you want to copy trade me. My username is WagmeBN. And yeah, pretty lit. I might be setting that up pretty soon and seeing how that goes with everyone watching. Once again, my username on here is WagmeBN, so you can find me on BloFin with the username WagMeBN. There's only 100 slots, so if you're thinking of copy trading me anytime soon and these spots fill out, then I apologize beforehand. This is the Earn tab. Once again, you can go ahead and just deposit crypto, lock it up for a certain amount of time, and earn APY on it. This pretty much wraps up the BloFin guide. Very, very simple. It's the same UI as Bybit. There's nothing really hard about it. Once again, stay away from cross margin, cross leverage. You do not want to do that. And stay away from extremely high leverage and trade safe. Do not go in head first. Make sure you have a strategy that you backtest using the demo trading, which is a very, very new feature. Please do not mind this. I just bought this, funny enough, to like not even right there. Just testing things out because it's a new feature on here. So backtest with here, you can go ahead and even look at your P&L total and all that nice stuff. It's pretty lit. And trade safe. That's what I gotta say.